guys. Hey everybody on Unique in the Creek. How are you guys? Hi everybody on Unique in the Creek and YouTube. Happy Tuesday evening. Hey, it's really good to be with you guys. Yay! How to make it. Oh, okay, YouTube. Let's see how we got on here. Let me see if I can get myself up. Sometimes that's a trouble here. Let me see. It doesn't want to cooperate, but eventually it will. Oh, here it is. Hi, everybody. Say hi when you come in, please, so I can see who's on here. Good to be with you all tonight. This is my every other Tuesday that I'm on. It's so good to be with you guys. We have a really good project going on with you all. If you haven't gotten this kit already, you might want to go grab it because I'm sure it will sell out quickly. I'm going to be doing a kit tonight. The kit is 130-LG. That means it's kit 130 done on the large board. That's what we're going to do. It is the green, blue, black butterfly. So that's going to be beautiful. Let me show you what it is here. This is the butterfly. I just fell in love with this butterfly. Uh-oh, it's pixelating. I fell in love with this butterfly when I saw it. So this is what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to do a couple different petals on this particular one on the large board. So that's what we got. So first and foremost, let me show you guys what comes with this kit, okay? So you're going to get, of course, this large butterfly, which is beautiful. Hello, Suzanne and Laurie. Hello, everybody. How are you? And you're also going to get some zip ties, which we always need. You're going to get a pair of these snipper clippers, these little snipper clippers, zip ties, if you don't have a zip tie gun. You're also going to get these couple of pipe cleaners to attach your sign. You're going to get these clips, which I love, love, love these clips. Love these clips really, really a lot. You're going to get your little measuring tape here. You're also going to get a couple of these sticky doobs here. It's going to go on the back of your sign if you need it. I don't know if I'm going to need that tonight, actually. And you're going to get your little barcode scanner here so that you can sign in and get all your tutorials and all that happy stuff. And this handy dandy baggie, which I'm going to keep. You also get one full roll of this turquoise. Now I'm going to give you the numbers in just a second. Even though this is a kit, she still has some of this on the online that you can get if you want to. So hi Doris, if you wanted to just go in on the Unique in the Creek website and grab this number is RE8900J3. That's for the turquoise. So I'm going to roll this up and stick it in there in case I need to know what this is another time, because I think this color is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to be using more of that for sure. And you're going to get this black right here. Now see how wonderful that is? Love that. And that one is RE890002. You get some of that, a whole roll of that, absolutely. Here's that one. And you're also going to get this beautiful blue. This is just a wonderful, wonderful blue, you all. Love that. All right, and this here is a light blue, and it is RE890044. That is that one. So let's grab that up. Hey, Deborah, how you doing tonight? Thanks for tuning on in here. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you guys, I'm going to show you something a little bit different before I get in here to what we're really going to make, because, and here's why I'm showing it to you. I'm going to show you a way to make one of the daisy chain petals using less mesh, because here's what happened to me. I wanted to use the daisy chain petal on something I was making, and I realized I didn't have enough to make all the petals that I needed. So I figured there's got to be a way to make the daisy chain petal without using a full roll of mesh, or a full piece of mesh. And there is. So here's how you do it. If you're running low on some of your mesh that you want to use for this daisy chain petal, here's what you're going to do. I've got my glass down on here. I've got my wood burning tool turned on here. Okay, that's on and that's hot. And I'm going to show you on a piece of our turquoise mesh that we have here. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn your 10 by 10 inch piece into a diamond shape. All right, and then we're just going to take, now I have a plastic board here, you know, It doesn't work great when you have a plastic board with a hot tool, but I'm going to run through this really quick. You can get the metal ones at Dollar Tree, the rulers, okay? So I'm going to put this on here, and I don't have my lined board down here, so I'm going to do the best I can to kind of line this thing up here so that it looks about right to me. So you're going to put this ruler right down the middle of your 10 by 10, okay? And then we're going to take and run our wood burning tool all the way down. I'm going to cut this in half on the diagonal. All right, so I cut that in half on the diagonal. I'm going to unplug it, you guys, because I don't want to burn myself or anything else. So take that out. We can take this out now. I'll put this on the side so I don't burn myself. Okay, and then you're going to take your triangle piece that you just cut in half, right? We just cut this in half. We're going to turn it over, right? Here's the top side, here's the underside, the folded side. I'm going to take the top, bring it to the bottom, not quite to the bottom. And then I'm going to bring it to the bottom again, just like we do the regular daisy chain. And then I'm going to fold it over like that. And then scrunch it here. And then I'm going to cut this off. And then I'm going to take one of my, I forgot to tell you, you get a package of these too. You get these rubber bands in your kit as well, you guys. Where would we be without these? We'd be like nowhere. All right. And then you're just going to wrap that around that. And that's how you can get away with a half. Looks just like it, you guys. Just like the regular daisy chain right here. But you're using a half a piece. So if you find yourself short, go ahead and cut your mesh in half. Now, I would suggest that it wouldn't be like a value mesh or anything. This is really nice. I love this mesh. It needs something with some weight to it. So I would suggest that you use something a fairly good quality. And then just make your daisy chain petal out again. I'll do it again. So this is the other half of our 10 by 10. Just bring that corner right down to there. Flip that guy over like that. I just hold this in the middle real quick, and then I fold it over and gather it down at the bottom, cut it off, and then give it a tie. Right, so and this is what we have right here. It's exact same thing, right, as we did on a full piece. But we used a half piece. So that's just my little tip for tonight. If you find yourself running low on any kind of mesh, go ahead and cut it in half on the diagonal and get your daisy chain petal made. It'll work perfectly, I promise. Alrighty, so with that said, we're going to get going, and I'm going to show you on our board what I've done. So I'm on row 3. I'm going on row 3 here, you guys. 1, 2, 3, right here. That's what we're using. And I've got every one around row 3, every regular hole around row 3, and every regular hole around row 4 for now. Now, we're going to do something with this middle here afterwards. I'm just not going to put my zip ties in yet until I'm ready. So I'm going to start right here on row 3 with my 6-inch zip ties, and my 6-inch zip ties are open, all right? So let's get ourselves going with what we did. Now, I'm going to show you the very first petal that I made. It's going to be the bubble petal. The Bubba petal. Hey, Laura. Hi, Deborah. Isn't that funny? Because the other night I was watching Lori and Dave's tutorial where they were working side by side, and he was doing a Bubba petal, and I said, you know what? I've never, ever done a Bubba petal. Never. So I said, let's do the bubble petal. I can't even say it's a bubble petal. The Bubba petal tonight, and we're going to do it in the same with this. We're going to do a Bubba petal and the daisy chain petal tonight, right? That's what we're going to do for this one. So again, 10 by 10 here, finished edge, finished edge. And what I like to do is bring this down toward me. Now it doesn't matter. I'm going to bring you guys in really close. It doesn't matter if this end here is even. In the long run, this end is going to be off. This is going to be off center, and it doesn't matter. So what you're going to want to do, the important part of the Bubba petals are this corner and this corner. You want these corners to be crisp and clean, all right? So I start with these corners. I don't pay attention to down here. I don't pay any attention to down here. I start with my corners right up here, crisp and clean. I want this corner crisp and clean. So I give that a line up here and a crisp point, and then I'm gonna bring in one of the clips that came in your kit, and I'm gonna clip this. All right, and I'm gonna do the same thing to this side here as I did over here. I wanna make this crisp and clean, right? I wanna line these edges up right here and this corner right here, really crisp. So I pay attention to this and I make sure that's nice and clean. And then you're gonna grab your other clipper that came in your kit and you're gonna hold that end. So by now, you can see that this is off center, and that's kind of what we want. My goal is to make it so when I have this folded that these edges are still crisp and clean. This is the Bubba petal. So I'm going to kind of put this down like that, and I'm going to smooth this, making sure I'm going to smooth this top line out. I'll hold this, smooth this out like that. And wherever this lands, it lands. I don't care. I do care about up here. So I'm paying good attention and getting a nice crease along there. And then I'm going to take this, and you can see that this is not even, right? So I'm going to take this end down here and fold it up here just shy of here, about a half an inch from the top there. And then I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to fold this shy. I'm going to fold it shy. Oh, that's wrong. I'm going to keep this like this. I'm thinking of the daisy chain. So you're just going to fold it once like this. And then we're going to take it and plop it over. Right? So I'm taking my left side and plopping her over to the right side. If you want to take the right side and plop it over to the left side, you can. But I'm left-handed, so I'm going to go left to right. So I'm going to take this, plop it over. And my goal now is to make sure these two people up here, this tip and this tip, are even. So I'm going to turn this sideways. So because I'm left-handed, I want to see over this side. And I want to make sure these edges are all lined up. And we're just going to flatten this bottom part down. And then I'm going to ruffle this up about probably maybe an inch or so down at the bottom here. And I've got this separated here just a little bit up there. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to ruffle. And I probably have, I don't know, maybe about a half inch there, I'm thinking. Okay. And then I'm going to take one of my ties that came in the kit, and I'm going to tie this up 3 times. Now what I did is I made mine all in advance today, and I had about, 30 clips out, and I kept these clipped on for hours so they would be nice and crisp. Okay, so that's that one. So let's do this one again. This is the Bubba petal. So we've got our 10 by 10 here. I'm going to take this top part and bring it down just because, and then I'm going to start lining these corners up first. Line them up crisp and clean. All right, got another pair of clips here. And once I just about an inch or so lined up here is all you really need, and clip it. And then do the same thing to this side. Pay no attention to the bottom. Line these edges up here. This is how you're going to get a nice crisp edge on your petal, because these tips are what's going to show on your Bubba petal. Right, so lined up. So now what I'm going to do is just kind of run my hand across here. Hold on, run your hand across so that that all lines up like that. It's all lined out and it's all good. This part will become off center just a little. Pay no attention. Just take this part and flip it up here. Oh, maybe half an inch from the top, just like that. I hold it. I take this side, flop it over to this side, so you've really got 2 ears up here. I'm going to turn it around so it's easier for me to gather. Make sure these guys are even. It's going to make a difference. Crunch that down. There is just a little bit of an odd angle here, okay? They're not on top of each other. It's a little odd angle. And then you're just going to ruffle this up just like that. Just like that. And then I'm going to put my rubber band on here, okay? I wrap it around 3 times. You can wrap it around 2 times, whatever you want. And that is going to be my bubble petal. All right, so let's start putting the bubble petal on. You guys, you got to say that 5 times fast. I'm telling you right now. All right, let's start putting that on our large board. All right, let's put it on the large board now. I'm going to grab a drink. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to take this and I'm going to start anywhere. It doesn't matter where I start. So I'm going to take the bubba petal and I'm going to put it right in here. And on top of that bubba petal, or did I do that? Let me see if I did that. Let me see if I did that one. I did. Yeah, on top of that bubba petal, we're gonna add one of our daisy chain petals. I guess I better make a daisy chain for you. I'm sure you guys have seen a daisy chain 1,000,001 times, but let's make one anyways. Let's make the daisy chain. Let's just do that. Okay, so you saw me just do it a minute ago. So we've got we're going to use this color. We're going to use the turquoise in the middle of the black. So we've got our 10 by 10. This time we're going to pay attention to this up here. And we're just going to flatten that out just like that. I'm going to bring my top down to here, just shy of the bottom. I'm going to flatten that out. And then I'm going to bring this guy down just shy of the bottom here. I'm going to take that and I'm going to give it a clip in the middle. And then I like to clip these on both ends as well, because that just kind of secures this for me, right? And then you can go like that, and then you can take these off, and boom, boom, boom. Then you don't have to clip this if you don't want to. It's an added if you need to, and just cut that off just like that. Take another one of your wonderful little rubber bands here, tie it up, and now let me grab a black piece for you, and I'll show you how I wrap that around. Okay, so we have our black piece. Now remember, this comes in the kit as well. So we're going to take our black piece, and same thing, curl side up, finish side here, finish side here. We're going to bring this, you can bring this down or up. I guess I bring it up, doesn't matter. Just like that. Flatten that baby out. Bring this down just short of the bottom here. Flatten it out. Roll it one more time. And now this is the one that you really have to secure, because if you don't secure this, you'll never be able to wrap it around your other petal that you just made. So I secure this both in the middle on both ends. And then what you can do is call upon this. This is the one we just made. See, there's the open end there. I take this open end and lay it down and face it away from me. So it's like that. Then I take this middle one off here, and then I wrap it around here. Just like that. I line these two ends up of black. Line that right up like that. Get these guys out of here. I grab this whole bunch down at the bottom, and I do clip this off a little bit as well. And then I grab another one of my lovely ties here and wrap it around the bottom. And that is the daisy chain petal. All right, so we got the daisy chain and the bubble petal working for us here tonight. So that's going to be just perfect. So let's bring back this. So I've got my bubba petal here on row 3. I'm going to stick a daisy chain on. So when you stick your daisy chain on, make sure that this opening is on the bottom. We want this soft side on top. That's going to go right on top of that. And then you got to figure out about how high do you want this to sit up here, okay? So that's kind of, you got to have an eyeball about how high you want that to sit there. That looks about right to me. So I'm going to zip these both in here, just like that. Then that's going to be one of them right there. All right, that's going to be one of them. So I'm just going to go around here to the next one. Right here. I want to make sure I didn't put those in the other hole. Hang on, you guys. Nope, row 3. I wanted to make sure I started on the correct hole here. So once you get these all made, easy peasy easy, these just go really, really quick. Stick this guy in here. Now I know you're saying, but wait, we have all this space here. Well, that's when the next petal is going to come in and come up in there to help us out with that, okay? So we're going to have this open space here, but once we get the next row in, it's going to cover that up. So I'm just going to go right along and put that in here and then lock these guys in. In the meantime, I want to make sure that these are kind of in line with these. I don't want this one sticking way down and this one sticking way out. I want these even around and about there. All right, I'm going to see if I have any questions here or anything because my feed is not working very good. So there's that one. And then this one is going in just like that one. Now, when I get these in here, you guys, I can pull these apart if I need a little more coverage, okay? Hey, you guys. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Debbie. How are you guys? And then we're going to just do the same thing all the way around. Can you see how crisp these edges are? Right? See how nice and crisp those are? That's from having my clips on for about an hour. I kept the clips on those. All right, so we're going to put this right in here, just like that. I'm going to go all the way around here. All righty. Very easy once you get this going. Now, with this kit, you can change this all out, you guys. If you wanted to take, say, this and put it in with your Bubba petals and take the yellow and put it in with your black, totally whatever you all want to do. I just decided I thought this would be kind of cool to have this like this. So that's what I'm going to do. Something just a little bit different than having the daisy chains go all the way around, right? So we'll just put these on top of each other, just like that. So it's like a twofer, right? It's kind of like a twofer here. Let's get that in there. All right. And then this can go around again. You can spread these out a little bit if you need to. And in the end, I might go around and spread these out after. I'm not sure. Oh, I got this backwards. There we go. I want to make sure when I put it down that these two are facing and not these two. Okay, did I mess these up at all? Nope, it looks like I did pretty good there. There we go. Look how pretty this is going to be, you all. This is going to look fantastic when we're done with all of this stuff on here. I can't wait to see it. So this is kit number, I think I said 131, didn't I? This is kit number 130. 130. So if you all want to grab this, and I know Lori did this a different way, so we're giving you a couple different ways that you can put this kit together, right? Okay, there's this guy here. Just like that. All right, now I'm going to come in and make sure that I don't need to adjust anything. And it looks pretty good to me. This one looks a little bigger than this one, but I'm running with it. Alrighty, so I'm just going to hang out of this and tighten these guys down. All right. So I've used every hole on row 3. Every hole, row 3. All right, now what I've done, I've got every hole on row 4. Row 3, row 4, all the regular holes are in there, and that's what we want. So we're going back through with our Bubba petal. We're going to slide ourselves right in here, right in there, and we're going to take that Bubba petal and squeeze him right in where he is going to fit it, right? So we're going to have to squeeze your Bubba petal in and then arrange him, okay? And then we're going to grab one of our daisy chains and put him in there as well, okay? Now it gets tight in here with your zip ties. Make sure you're grabbing the proper zip tie ends with the proper zip tie ends. I'll put that right in there just like, whoops, I got this wrong. Can you see? This one is facing the wrong way. This one's facing the wrong way. It needs to face the other way. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take that out and make him face the correct way. when you put your petals in, I like to make sure, see there's an opening here and then there's the closed part. I like to make sure they're all facing in the same direction. In this case, I have my open facing away from me, so I want to make sure that's that way all the way around, just because it looks good that way, right? You want everything to be nice and uniform. Right? We want it to be uniform, so that's what we're doing. All right, turn that baby over. Oh, it looks like I got it in the wrong way. That's why. I made it the wrong way. Can you see? I made it the wrong way. I'm going to take this apart and make it the right way, you guys. Because what we want is, we want to make sure that this side goes the other way. So I'm going to take that apart and flip it. Right? Flip that baby over so we have that correct. There we go. There we go. Right? Sometimes if you're doing a lot of these like I was, it's easy to flip them over. So pay attention to that detail when you're putting this stuff together. So now this is right and that is correct. So now we can continue what we're doing, putting this in here just like that. All right. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Hey, Patricia. I cut my, where did I cut my mesh? I cut my mesh with the wood burning tool, you guys. I cut everything with the wood burning tool. I do. I'm just a wood burning tool user. I just think that it really, especially with these edges, you guys, you want to make sure your edges don't pull apart. I mean, yeah, if you handle it a lot, they're going to pull apart. But with that wood burning tool, it's really going to put a nice seal on that. And at least give it a fighting chance not to come apart, right? So I'm going to make these guys fit in here. Remember, it's tight between here now. So you're going to move some of your petals around to fit this guy back in here, because they all have to go in here one way or another. All right, so fit them in there along with another one of your daisy chains. Stick it right on top of there. And then everybody will be happy. Okay? Yep. And you might have to overlap. And you might have to overlap these Bubba petals. Don't worry about it. It's okay if you have to overlap them, guys. Everybody's going to get along in a long run, right? So I'm going to take these clips. These are the ones we made tonight. I'm just going to take those clips off. Look how nice that is. Really nice. Nice and pointy. That's what I want. So we're going to put this guy down. We're going to move him in. Move him in. And then we're going to grab our daisy chain and move him in too. Everybody's going to get along here. Look, oh, I'm so excited over these colors. You guys, if you didn't get this kit yet, please go on Unique in the Creek and grab. She had a few different colors of these beautiful butterflies. So if you see something you like, go in there, grab your butterfly, and there you have several options. You know, some of us have put these together. Lori has certainly put some together for you. I've put them together, and you'll see different people making these butterflies for you using different techniques. Now you can pick the one that you like and run with it, okay? Run with whatever technique that you like and make your butterfly, okay? Alrighty, so here we go. Way down. Now when we get to the next row, we are not going to be using any more Bubba petals. Only on rows 3 and 4 are we using the Bubba petals, okay? Making sure I grab the right zip tie here to zip this in because it's getting tight. Alrighty. Let's make another one of these. Let's make another one of our Bubba petals while we have you guys here. We need a few extra. All right, so it's curl side up. Hi, Shirley Meyer, so glad to see you. Denise, good to see you too. 10 by 10. Triangle, Flatten that down. Top side down. Flatten her out. And one more roll. Roll, roll down. Just short. Bring you guys in. I want it just short there. That's how I make mine. See how I have it just short of there? That's how I like mine. And then this is the inside one. So I'm not going to clip this down. I showed you how to do it, but I'm not going to. With the inside petal, you can just cut. Daisy chain. You guys, I need the Bubba petal. Would you stop me, please? This is supposed to be Bubba. Bubba, come on, Bubba. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Rewind it. Start all over again. I got daisy chain on the brain. It's going to be the Bubba petal. So we're going to fold this down toward us, kind of. Concentrate on these edges, right? So I'm going to fold these edges over so that they are nice and crisp and clean for about an inch. Clip that out. Same thing here. Fold it over nice and crisp. Flatten her down. Take your clip and clip that out. And then I'm going to hang on to this, and I'm just going to smooth this over. If this gets caught, just lift it up. Smooth this over, because what that does, it kind of allows these edges to kind of come together without this coming together. So we have about a half an inch or so of overlap, underlap here, and that's no concern. So leave it just like that. Then we're going to take this part. See how this is not even, right? That bottom is not even, and we don't care, right? These are the parts we care about today for this petal. This part goes up shy of underneath there. Flatten her out. I'm going to take my left side, flip it over to the right side. Flip just like that. So these two inside pieces are there. And I'm going to turn it because I scrunch from the other side. Make sure these two tips are even. If they're not, adjust this. Then you're going to ruffle, 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 scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Take one of your ties that came with the kit and put around here, and I tie it up 3 times. And there's your Bubba petal. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more Bubba petal, 10 by 10. I'll bring this down to face me, but don't really care about that. My first order of importance is the corners. Line them up. Clip them with something. If you don't have any more of those clips, you can clip it with a clothespin. You can clip it with whatever you got. Line that one up. Found 2 more clips. Just like that. No, just this end here, just about an inch. This to here is what really needs to be lined up. The rest of it, it doesn't matter. So then once I get those clipped, I'm going to hang on to this one side or the other. Just run your hand over, and that will make sure that these edges completely line up. It'll keep them lined up. Take the bottom up to the top. Don't come over that line, come short of that line. Flatten that out. Take one side, flip it over to the other side. Match these corners up here, match these up. I flip mine around, it's easier for me to ruffle. Scrunch it up. Grab yourself one of your ties that came with your kit, and around it goes. And there it is, the Bubba petal. All right, so easy. All right, so let's work with this. Let's work with that. Hey, Bev, how are you? So we're going to put our petal right down in here. Moving around my daisy chains, moving my daisy chains to fit these guys in. And bringing the daisy chain in. Let me find where my zip tie is here, hiding someplace that I can't get it, of course. Isn't that a zip tie's job, is to hide where you can't get it? I think it is. I think it's exactly the job that it's supposed to do. All right, so there's that. And now we've got a couple more here to do. And again, I'm probably going to rearrange these little guys out here. Oh, sorry. Sorry, you guys. Bad angle. I'm sorry. You're going to yell at me, hey, get that in. Yes, this is a wreath kit. This is wreath kit number 130. Wreath kit number 130. Okay, let's bring this down in here. And there's different colors of butterflies, or there was. There was 2 or 3 different colors of butterflies that you can grab. And this afternoon when I looked, this one was still available. So jump on it, you guys. And you can use my affiliate link if you would to grab your kit. And I probably posted here somewhere. If not, I'll get it posted for you. That's helpful to me if you would. Thank you very much. And if you use the code, there's a special code for you guys, and it is Team Unique. Team Unique. When you check out, you'll get 5% off your wreath boards. So it's a win-win, huh? All right, this is our last Bubba petal for this entire wreath. Okay, there was 16 Bubba petals. There we go. Put this last guy in here, and then we're wrapping this row up, and then we're going to go into the 5th row. All right, so what I'm going to do is take a look at what I have here, see if everything looks to be in order before I snap this down, right? Before I, no, I don't. Unique in the Creek does. Yep, go on the Unique in the Creek page, uniqueinthecreek.com, and they have all your, this whole kit is waiting for you. Just all the stuff I'm using tonight comes with this kit. You don't need anything to make this kit with other than what's in the kit. So it's a win-win. Everything here, not the zip tie gun, but she gives you a pair of nippers so that you can nip these off. If you don't have one of these, you get everything you need. Right there on Unique in the Creek, right in the kit. And you guys, these kits are so reasonably priced. I mean, so reasonably priced. And you get to make one of these for yourself, or you can make it for your friends or your family. And the colors are wonderful. They're easy to do. All right, now we are going in on our next row. We are going in on row number 5. That's this inner row here. And I believe, if I can fit it, I believe I'm going to do 8. There's 4 holes, 4 sets of holes. I'm going to piggyback. I'm going to do holes plus shared on this one. And let's see if it'll work out for me. I think I need all 8 of these, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to take these and put them in all the holes plus the shared holes, okay? I saved this last one to do together because I wasn't sure if I was going to need all the shared holes, but I think I'm going to, based on what my trial was before. I did a trial one of these, and it looked like I needed to do all of these inside here. So I think what I'm gonna do is just put a couple in at a time because it gets so tight in here. So I have all the petals made. So we're just gonna be putting this daisy chain petal. We're not gonna be putting the bubble petal in, okay? So we're gonna put this in, that, and that's what we're gonna do. See how this works. So there's one of them, and then here's 2. Just gonna make sure I can fit them all in. I'm pretty sure I can. And again, while I'm putting these in, I kind of want to make sure that these guys line up nicely. I don't want one sticking way up here and one sticking way down here. You want these to line up nicely, you know, to make your wreath have a really nice finished look on it. So there's 2 of them. So I'm going to zip tie these guys out and kind of get these out of my way. Right? Because the smaller the space, and we have a lot of zip ties in there, it's going to get tight. So I'm going to do a little bit at a time here. Okay. So we're going to do shared holes. So I'm going to have to find that in here. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Maybe I'd better do all the holes at once so I can grab them. Okay, Okay, so there's that one. Just when it gets in here, you get a little bit tighter. And we've got that one in there. And I'll turn it over so you can see what I did with the shared holes, everybody. And here's that one. So I'm going to do 8 in the middle. I'm doing 8 on row 5. And we got one more to put in here. Hi, Sandra. Isn't this looking pretty, you guys? Wait till we get the butterfly put in here. And in a second, I'll show you the butterfly. Y'all of you that came in late, I'll show you the butterfly. Now we got 2 more. This one and 1 more. Okay. 1 more shared hole here. And you gotta hope that you get your zip tie in the correct way and it doesn't flip around on you. Because once that zip tie flips around, oh brother, you know how that is. It not be fun. Okay, so there we go. So here is our butterfly that's going on here. How pretty that's going to be. All right. Beautiful. All right, let's get the rest of these put in. Got to make sure we get the proper zip ties associated with the one end associated with the proper end, each end associated with its proper end. All right, there's that one. So I did a total of 24 of these petals, 24 daisy chains, and I did 16 Bubba petals. Okay, so you guys know. All right, here we go. Alrighty, looking good, right? We're coming through the home stretch here. Let's see if we can get this in here correctly. Make sure you get these turned over right. Remember, you want all of your chains to be facing the proper way. It's like digging through a haystack here. Literally. And here we go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. So we did all 8 in this middle row. And I'm just going to do, this one looks like it's out further, so I'm going to try to pull him in just a little. There we go. Okay, that looks really good to me. So I'm going to take my zip tie thing now and my zip tie gun and get these out of here. Now the fun part is going to be trying to attach my butterfly. He doesn't want to attach, does he? Let's do this. Let's get this on him. There we go. Show him, right? There we go. Get this guy out. Now, also with this, you guys, if you wanted to put another center in this, I just love this. So if you wanted a round center in here of any kind, this would be absolutely gorgeous. So what I thought I would do is, so we've got this guy. I just thought I'd play with this just a little bit. I thought I would play with this just a little bit. So I've got these pipe cleaners with these fuzzy edges on them. I'm going to put the fuzzy edge up on this guy here, I think. So let's see what we can do. So I started twisting this out here for a little bit. So this kind of like there and there. I'm going to clip this off down here and see if I can just put the fuzzy on the butterfly. I don't know if he's going to stick or not, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool to have that like that. So let's just kind of, you know, he may or he may not stick. I don't know, but I'm going to certainly give it a shot there. So I'm going to put a bit of glue, and if it doesn't stick, it'll come off with no trouble, and it's no big deal. But I'm going to give it a shot. Just put a bit of glue here, and then put this guy on. Put that guy right on there, just like that. So he's a little fuzzy. Yep, that worked out well. So we'll do the same thing to this guy. So I think I got these pipe cleaners at Hobby Lobby. Hey Michelle, how are you? What size of the butterfly? Oh, Tina answered that. Thank you, Tina. Tracy, hi everybody. Butterfly, thank you. Let's see. Do I really need the last row? You don't probably need all of the ones in the last row, but you need some of them in the last row. And I'll show you in a little bit. I did another one, and I'll show you in a little bit why you need that, okay? There we go. There we go. Oh, he's not going to stick there. I'm going to make him stick. All right, and then I'm going to cut this little bit off here. There he is. Okay, so I just gave him some fuzzies. So I just put a little bit of fuzziness on him. All right, so let me show you the one I did earlier. So I did this one earlier. This one here was not a kit. This was not a kit. This is one that I've done on my own. And I have different mesh, as you can see here. I ended up using some of these here on this row number 5. But I think I have 5 of them on row 5. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them on row 5. I thought rather than have the spaces, why not just do them all? So that's why I did them all on the one we're doing tonight. So if you're going to have 5, I figured I might as well have 8. That way there's no gaps underneath here. So that was the reason I did all 8 for tonight. But this is the one I did today, and I love how this turned out. This one here was on my own, okay? All right, now that we've got that done, let's grab our pipe cleaners that came in your kit, okay? This came in your kit, these pipe cleaners. I'm just going to put them right through here. There's this doohickey. There's this doohickey on here, and I'm going to use this because I don't think that I need to use the cable mounts. I don't think I do. The other one I didn't. So I'm going to do this just with this and see how we go. Okay, so I'm going to twist that out a few times. And then we'll put this guy on here. Now, let me see where the top is. Let me show you first. So this is what I meant by the shared holes. You can't see here, here, here. These are all covered. All these holes have all of them. So row 3 was every set of holes. Row 4 was every set of holes. Row 5, every set plus shared. Okay, so let me find the top here. Right here is my top. So I'm going to put a pipe cleaner on the top so that I know where to position my butterfly, right? You want to find the top so you know how you want your butterfly positioned. If you want it like straight on, do you want it on an angle? How do you want it? So in order to make that decision, I'm going to have to find the top of my board. So I like these on an angle. So I'm going to put this one on an angle. All right, so there I put my pipe cleaner on so I know where the top of my board is. And that would be right here. Right here is the top of my board. So I'm just going to take these guys and fish them through some holes here and then I'll turn it over and show you which holes I put these in. You guys, this would look awesome with just a small round, some sort of center in here. It would be beautiful, as well as the butterfly. So let's take this, and let's see, there's my top. So I'm going to put him at an angle over here. Now, since these are shared, you know, this might be a little tougher to get in here. There we go. I think. Nope. Thought I had them, I didn't. There we go. We got them. All right, so I've got these in. So there's the top of my board, so I don't want it that angled. But I do want this part up a little bit more. There we go. And what I would suggest to you guys is maybe a double pipe cleaner on the back so you didn't have to struggle. So the pipe cleaner is a little tight for tying that down, just to let you know. Let me find my top again so I can make sure it's where I want it. There's my top. I'll angle it just a little bit different. All right, that looks about right to me to where I think I want this angled. And now I'm going to go through and just look at these guys and make sure if I need to spread them out, then I can, right? Because we want to kind of cover our board up. And then you just go through and spread these apart if you need to. And you probably will, you guys. You probably just need to go spread them out just a little bit around your board. Okay, and I think we got this set. I think we got this guy set. Here's the top of my board, and I have it just, you can angle it just a little bit more if you want. Just like that. Here's the top, and there's that. Didn't that turn out pretty, you all? Right? How great is that? You can even pull him up just a little smidgen more if you want to, but I would need just a little more pipe cleaner to get him up there. So I'd probably attach 2 pipe cleaners to boost him up just a little bit more there. But look how pretty that is. So you can have him straight on, or you can have him like I have him, which is on a little bit of an angle, which I love. Right? How pretty. Don't you just love this? So grab this kit number 130. Do whatever color combination that you guys want. This is one color combination. Lori also did another one where she alternated between this color and the light blue inside her daisy chain petal, which was beautiful on all that. She didn't do the outside one like I did. So there's a whole bunch of different ideas for you guys to do this with. So go get creative and go get crafty and go get your supplies at uniqueinthecreek.com. And if you use Team Unique at checkout, you'll get 5% off your boards. All right, you all, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'll see you in a couple weeks when I'll have something else, another kit that I'll be doing for you guys. And we'll have some fun with that, okay? Have a great night and have a great week. Bye, you all.